Hi, welcome to my biology class. Let us discuss today about bryophyte. Study of bryophyte is called bryology, and father of bryophyte, Hedwig, was considered to be a father, and father of Indian bryology, Professor Kashyap, and he worked out almost all the bryophytes in India and throughout. And when you talk about bryophyte, the most fascinating item is they are amphibious. Like they just live on the sides of river banks and stream side, and they need a very chill climate. But they want water for fertilization. Compulsory it is. They just move. That is, the male gamete will move to the female gamete only with the help of water. And the plant body, so when you talk about bryophyte, the first thing is the plant body is gametophyte. See, here we don't say a plant, okay, like mango tree or a banyan tree or banana. We don't say this is moss or you say that it is plant body. It means that there is some other body present in this life cycle. That's why we say this is the plant body. So the plant body is gametophyte, and this gametophyte will alternate with another special body called sporophyte. So this is called alternation of generation, or you can have haplodiplontic life cycle. That is, they have a haploid phase of their life and diploid phase of their life, and then they complete their life cycle. And in this video I am not mentioning about their classes, Hepaticopsida and Anthoceratopsida or Bryopsida. I'll just give you an elaborate lecture about the life cycle. In the next video, we'll see what are all the similarities and dissimilarities between the three classes. Okay, so let us start with Marchantia. Marchantia, when you talk about Marchantia, the thalli form and dichotomous thalli. See, here too, it keeps on moving with dichotomous branches, and they have a gemma, that green color gemma cups will be there for an asexual kind of a reproduction. And here they two different plant bodies, like male is separate and female is separate. It is called a dioecious condition, and the female produces archegoniophore and the male produces antheridiophore. Archegoniophore is a collection of archegonium, this one flask shape. Antheridiophore is a collection of antheridium. It will be like a tennis racket. See, this is antheridium. Antheridium of bryophyte is special with covering jacket layer. This is a jacket layer I just mentioned here. And inside the green color things are all nothing but anthrozooids. Anthrozooids are the male gamete. And when you come down to this is the flask shape with the neck cell. Outer line is neck cell, inner there is a neck canal cell, and the tip will be open, closing like they have an apical cell. And the lower side there is a venter canal cell, and there will be a big egg, and just above that there will be a venter to protect this egg. And egg is female gamete. Okay, so when it is formed, see, the plant body here is gametophyte. It has haploid chromosome and it is producing gametes. That's why this is called gametophyte. Male gamete and female gamete egg in a specific sex organs. And here this male will be swimming with the help of flagella. They are biflagellate, two flagella will be there, and it is pretty lengthy also. So with the help of water it will just swim and reaches this apical cell, and the apical cell opens and then it will just get into it, and then it meets the egg. Okay, this egg nucleus and anthrozoids nucleus meet and form a zygote. Zygote is formed. So zygote is 2n, diploid, and this zygote, see, the previous case of algae or a fungi, we have seen the zygote has undergone meiosis, and so again it is touching the haploid plant. But here, because of the evolution proceeds progressively. It is a progressive evolution. So what happened here is zygote is not undergoing meiosis, it is undergoing mitosis. So they will be forming a very inconspicuous, very tiny intermediate structure which is called sporophyte, because this is going to produce spores. And this intermediate form has got three important layers. One is foot, which is attached with the mother's body, and seta in between, and the capsule region. The capsule region is very special, and this is where the spores are going to be formed. And foot, seta, capsule is an identification of a sporophyte, and they don't have chlorophyll. They are just going to depend on mother plant for their growth. So they are totally dependent. And here in this capsule region, covered by full of cells, and after some time, once it is completely matured, this capsule cell will undergo meiosis. This is undergoing meiosis. So the meiosis outcome is spore tetrads. Tetrad, 3 in one side, 1 at the back side. So spore tetrads are forming. In the capsule region, some sterile hypha-like structure will be there. They are called elaters, and they just here to protect the spore tetrads. Once the spore tetrads are matured, and here they will be just opening and then releasing the spores, and this spores falls on the substratum, and they will be growing as a gametophyte. And this is the, see here, this is N, this is N, this is N, but they both unite to form 2N. This is 2N and this is 2N, diploid, and this is the phase, is sporophytic phase with diploid alternate with haploid, alternation of generation, and haplodiplontic life cycle. And this is the primitive type. One more type, see here, most of the things are almost similar like this, but a slight variation in higher category of mosses, Funaria. And here this is the plant. The plant body is only this, and this is attached with the sporophytic plant body too. This is gametophyte and this is sporophyte. Just listen. And as we discussed here, Archegonium and Antheridium, here also they produce. Anthrozoids are released and going and meeting the egg and forming the zygote, and zygote is undergoing mitosis and then forming a sporophytic generation. The same thing up till this bud. The sporophytic structure, you know, that varies between the species. Sometimes it will be globular at the bottom, like only the elongated in Anthoceras, and here the somewhat, and in case of a Polytrichum it will be round kind, you know. So the shapes differs here. And sphagnum also completely round, and then a top one small structure. It's very beautiful to see, but the shape differs. And here this is the sporophytic generation, and here they are the same capsule region. The foot, seta and capsule is there, and once this capsule region alone is undergoing meiosis, producing spore tetrads. Once the spore tetrads are matured, and here there is a rim, and the top there will be peristomium kind of, see, it will be like this. And in this, what they do, the rim gets opened and the peristomial teeth opens like this. It will be opened like this and releases the spores. Once the spores are released, and they just falls on the substratum and form a filamentous form, like just like a alga filament, and this stage is called protonema stage, and that is primary protonema. So primary protonema is simple filament. After that, it will be just growing little with the bud. This is a secondary protonema stage. So from here, it will be moving to here, and this has got a small bud, and a small rhizoids would be formed. From here, this stage is going to a leafy, some leaf kind of a thing is formed. This is the leafy stage, and from here this plant grows. And this is an evolutionary link that bryophytes have originated from algae. That is what here they are just showing the filamentous stage first. After that they become a complete plant. Like here they don't have vascular bundle, but so here you cannot call them as a root, rather you can call them as a rhizoids and leaf, and this is the capsule. This is ready for the sporophyte, and from this area only the antheridium and archegonium arises. But here sporophyte is compulsorily present in all the bryophytes, but the shape and size varies, and in all the bryophytes they are totally depending on mother plant for their survival. Okay, so this is the life cycle, and the next video will discuss about Hepaticopsida, Anthoceratopsida and Bryopsida. If you have any doubt, you please pass it in the comment, and please subscribe. Thank you very much.